Hi, hello, namaste. A very warm welcome to bio classes. In the previous class, we concentrated on a Phaeophyceae, that means brown algae. And in the first class, we observed the Chlorophyceae. So, as already we know, we are having three kinds of algae, right? Which are those? Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, Rhodophyceae, or green algae, brown algae, red algae, right? And what actually those algae are? So algae are considered to be the simple form of plants, majorly aquatic plants, and the plant body of these algae we will refer it as thallus. What we will call it as thallus. So thallus means it is undifferentiated flattened plant body. That means it is not having the true root system, no true stem system, true leaves are absent. That means most of the plants, most of the plant parts what we are assigning, such kind of plants are absent, parts are absent here. Why? Because it is not having the xylem and phloem. And because of that reason, since it is not having the xylem and phloem, it is always associated with the water. That means it will be usually covered by the water, or else it will be in touch with the wet areas. Wet areas means on the wet rock, on the surface of the wet stems. That means epiphytic plants. In such condition we can observe, right? So in the first class what we observed? Chlorophyceae, hasiru shaivalagalu. So in the second class what we observed? That is in the previous class what we observed? Phaeophyceae, kandu shaivalagalu. And already we know the difference between chlorophyceae and phaeophyceae. What is the difference? In chlorophyceae, the major pigment present is chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Now, what is the work of chlorophyll pigments? Or else, what is the work of pigments here? Absorption of sunlight for photosynthesis process. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತನ್ನ ಆಹಾರನ ತಾನೇ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಹೀರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಂತ. So photosynthetic pigments. So right now we are having four kinds of photosynthetic pigments: chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotenoids, and xanthophylls. So almost all of these four pigments are present in all types of algae. But thing is that, so chlorophyceae, chlorophyll content more means that is chlorophyceae. Chlorophyll pigment ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು chlorophyceae ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. Or else along with the chlorophyll pigment, if you are having the xanthophyll, what is that example for xanthophyll? Fucoxanthin. So fucoxanthin ಕಲರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬ್ರೌನ್ algae, ಕಂದು ಶೈವಲ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So in that same way we are having one more algae, that is the red algae. All these are algae only, but thing is in their body organization, in the major pigment present, or in other factors, that means regarding the reproduction, so we are having a different forms of algae. In this class, let us consider red algae. So what is the name for that red algae? Yes, Rhodophyceae. Rhodophyceae. These are commonly called as red algae. Right? And before going to this, we know already one thing: the body of algae is thallus. In the case of Chlorophyceae, we can't differentiate that thallus. ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ರೂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಯಾವ್ದಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಲೀಫ್ ಯಾವ್ದಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So we can't say such kind of differentiation. It is just one form, that is on a flattened form. But in case of Phaeophyceae, we can see the differentiation in the thallus. In the previous class we observed root-like structure, that is hold fast; stem-like structure, that is stripe; leaf-like structure, that is frond. That means compared to Chlorophyceae, in Phaeophyceae, thallus is still more differentiated. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಸಿರು ಶೈವಲಗಳಿಗಿಂತ ಕದ್ದು ಶೈವಲಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಥಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಬಾಡಿ, ಅದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂದು ಶೈವಲ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ತರನೇ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಂತೆ. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. So in that manner, if you consider this Rhodophyceae, it is also having a differentiated thallus, well differentiated. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಥಲಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಂತೆ. And one more similarity with the Phaeophyceae is these Rhodophyceae are also majorly found in the marine water, just like Phaeophyceae. ಕಂದು ಶೈವಲ ಸಮುದ್ರದ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಉಪ್ಪಿನ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅದೇ ತರನಾಗಿ ಕೆಂಪು ಶೈವಲ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದಂತೆ. But thing is that Phaeophyceae are strictly marine water plants. That means present majorly in the salt water. But Rhodophyceae, maximum, of course, maximum plants are present in marine water, but a few plants are present in sweet water also or fresh water also. So in that sense, let us consider the red algae, right? And here we are having a nearly about 5,000 species of red algae are present. How many species? Nearly 5,000 species. Andre 5,000 varieties ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ red algae ದಲ್ಲಿ. And here most of these algae are present in marine water, that means salt water, and only few are present in fresh water. Now the question will be arised, what kind of algae are majorly present in the fresh water? Fresh water means what water we are using daily, either it may be drinking water or that utilizing water. The water present in the pond, water present in the lake, water present in the river, water present in streams. And then now nodu water anta subject nodu. So in such kind of a fresh water, what kind of algae is majorly growing? Yes, that is Chlorophyceae. ಪಾಚಿ, ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಚಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕುಡಿಯೋ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಬಳಸೋ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪಾಚಿ ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪಾಚಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿರುತ್ತೆ. So that is the green algae. Why? Because it is present in green color. But we can't see the red algae here in this place. Why? Because most of the red algae are present in marine water, salt water. Only few are present in fresh water. And these algae, if we consider Rhodophyceae, these algae are present little bit depth reason to the compared to the Phaeophyceae. Compared to the brown algae, these red algae are present still more to the depth of the ocean. To what extent means about 50 to 90 meters depth. So what it indicates, these red algae we can't see at the bank regions or we can't see at the coastal side, these algae. But Phaeophyceae we can see. ನಾವು ಕಂದು ಶೈವಲನ ದಂಡೆಗೆ ನೋಡಬಹುದು, ಸಮುದ್ರ ದಂಡೆಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Why? Because the Phaeophyceae are present at the shallow region, on the shallow water they are going, and those of Phaeophyceae are growing in the coastal regions majorly. At the tidal time we can observe the Phaeophyceae. So ಸಮುದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಬ್ಬರ ಇಳಿತಾ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಂದು ಶೈವಲ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. But thing is, we can't see the Rhodophyceae. Why? Because the Rhodophyceae are present at the depth region, about 50 to 90 meters depth. And you may ask one question. Of course, Rhodophyceae are present in this kind of depth region. Then how can the Rhodophyceae will perform the photosynthesis? ಅಷ್ಟು ಆಳಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ photosynthesis ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ. But here thing is that sunlight can penetrate the water about 500 meters. ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬಿಸಿಲು ಅರ್ಧ ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ದಷ್ಟು ವಾಟರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And already we know one thing, that we are having such kind of big oceans, big seas, which are having the depth about 11 kilometers. 11 kilometer ಆಳದೊಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು ಸಮುದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ. And in that condition, if you consider, the sunlight can penetrate the water up to 500 meters. That means we can see the growth of the plants up to 500 meters depth in the sea. And here red algae are growing up to 50 to 90 meters. That means they are getting the sunlight. But thing is, not the sunlight as we are observing in outside. This amount of sunlight we can't see in the depth region. So sunlight quantity will be less. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗೋ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬೆಳಕು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಮಂದ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬೆಳಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ, ಅಂಥ ಮಂದ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬೆಳಕನ್ನ ಹೀರ್ಕೊಂಡು ರೆಡ್ algae ಬೆಳೆಯೋದಂತ. But thing is, Chlorophyceae needs sharp sunlight. Hence it is growing at the upper region. Phaeophyceae, it needs medium sharp sunlight. Hence it is growing in the shallow water. But red algae, they are growing in the depth region and they need a little amount of light. Even though intensity is less, it can grow. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬೆಳಿಬೋದಂತ. And here, these are red algae body organization if we consider. And one more thing, These algae are growing are found attached to the rocks which are present in the oceans. Say for example, let me consider this is ocean, not pond, ocean. Let us consider. Now this is the level of water, right? So this is the level of water. Now let us consider the total depth of this sea is, let us consider 5 kilometers, right? This is the 5 kilometers. Now if we consider this portion here, here this mark, if we consider this portion is considered to be the littoral zone. What we'll call it as littoral zone. ಈಗ ಲಿಟೋರಲ್ ಝೋನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ವಿಮ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ನೀರಿನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ವಿಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿಟೋರಲ್ ಝೋನ್ ಸ್ವಿಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್, ಲೈಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಿಟೋರಲ್ ಝೋನ್, or I will consider this one as the shallow region. So here shallow water is present. In this shallow water region, what kind of algae are growing? Yes, that is Phaeophyceae. Here we can see the growth of Phaeophyceae. But if we come to the depth region, let me consider 100 meters depth. So in the 100 meters depth, here we can see the growth of red algae. That means Rhodophyceae. And here light quantity is less here. Why? Because water depth is more, light quantity less. In that medium amount of light, these red algae are growing. But if we go to the total depth region of this sea, we can't see the growth of plants. Why? Because sunlight cannot penetrate to the depth region. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬೆಳಕು ಅಷ್ಟು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೆಳೆಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ? ಸೊ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲಿ. So here we can see the Rhodophyceae in this range, right? And here if we consider the body organization, here also the thallus is differentiated into root-like structure, stem-like structure, leaf-like structure, just like a Phaeophyceae. And also one more thing, here we can see the unicellular form of Rhodophyceae. So we can see the unicellular form, just like a Chlorophyceae. In Chlorophyceae we are having a unicellular Chlorophyceae. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏಕಕೋಶೀಯ ಹಸಿರು ಶೈವಲಗಳಂತ ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. So for example, Chlamydomonas, that is unicellular form. Chlorella, that is unicellular form. But thing is, in a Phaeophyceae we can't see the unicellular forms. All those are multicellular forms. Again in the Rhodophyceae we can see the unicellular forms and multicellular forms. We can see both. And here we are having the unicellular forms and multicellular forms. We are having that multicellular forms. So in the multicellular forms, majorly we are having filamentous form. What we are having? Filamentous form. And thing is that filamentous may be without branches, or it may be profusely branched, just like a normal tree, right? We are having a unicellular form as well as we are having multicellular forms. And here if we consider, in case of red algae, if we consider cell wall. So let me consider the cell wall of the cells of Rhodophyceae. So here cell wall is made up of cellulose, right? Cell wall is made up of what? Cellulose. And this cellulose outer side, cellulose actually it is the inner side. Cell wall is made up of cellulose, but the outer covering, it is covered by algin like a material. I will tell you simple, in the simple way. So ಇದು Rhodophyceae ಕೆಂಪು ಶೈವಲದ ಒಂದು ಜೀವಕೋಶ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಜೀವಕೋಶ cell wall material ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ, right? It is having the cell wall material. This cell wall is made up of what? Cellulose. ಈ cell wall ಎದರಿಂದ ಆಗಿರೋದು? Cellulose. And this cellulose cell wall, again it is covered by one mucilaginous coating. Upper side it is covered by one more extra covering. ಅದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲೇಯರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪದರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. And this covering, it is a mucilaginous structure, just like in Phaeophyce. ಕಂದು ಶೈವಲದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದೀವಲ್ಲ. So cellulose, upper side it is covered by algae. It is giving extra protection. In the same way, here also cell wall covered by one layer, and that layer is algine layer or carrageen layer. Algine or carrageen layers. And these two layers, we will call them as So both the layers, they are giving extra protection to the cell. Why? Because those are present in the depth region, little bit depth region. So this is the cell wall material. And in the same way, if we consider reserved food, the reserved food present in the algae, the kind of reserved food present in the algae, this algae. What kind of reserved food present in the green algae? Yes, that is starch. And what kind of food present in the Phaeophyceae? Two types of food we observed. One is a mannitol, another one is a laminarin. In the same way, here if we consider the stored food material present in the red algae, that is Floridian starch. What is that one? Floridian starch. Starch means, as already we know, this is the form of carbohydrate. Starch is carbohydrate. And in the carbohydrate we are having different kinds. Carbohydrate ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಸಕ್ಕರೆದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹುರೂಪಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾದ ಸಕ್ಕರೆ, ಸಂಕೀರ್ಣವಾದ ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಅಂತ. So simple saccharide and complex saccharide. Starch is one form of complex saccharide. And the starch present, it is already present in the chlorophyceae. Such kind of starch it is present in the rhodophyceae also, but chemical nature is a little bit different. Other the chemical nature ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ change ಇರೋದಂತೆ. And that kind of starch we will call it as Floridian starch. And this Floridian starch, it is similar to amylopectin and glycogen. Amylopectin and glycogen. Amylopectin means it is a one form of normal starch. It is one form of normal starch present inside the plants, in most of the plants. So for example, if you take any grains, rice grain, wheat grain, chia maize, if you consider such kind of grains, and if you make them powder, and the powder mixed with water, and water will be boiled, and we are getting a solution. Now kannadadalli ganji anta ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, so ganji ಅನ್ನೋದು starch ಇಲ್ಲಿ. But thing is, such kind of a starch which is present in the plant as the food material, that is made up of amylopectin. A starch edrinta agirutte amylopectin. And here we are having one more term, glycogen. One thing already we know, glucose, C6H12O6, glucose, ನಮಗೆ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತು. Glucose, it is the food formed by the photosynthesis. So that glucose already we know. Here many glucose molecules are joined to form a complex material, that is glycogen. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ಗಳು ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಸಂಕೀರ್ಣ ರೂಪ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಜನ್. And glycogen, it is the stored food in the case of human beings. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಹಾರ ಸಂಗ್ರಹಗೊಂಡಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸಂಗ್ರಹಗೊಂಡಿರೋ ಆಹಾರ ಯಾವ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಗ್ರಹಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ? ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಜನ್. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಲಿವರ್, ಪಿತ್ತಜನಕಾಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಫುಡ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಯಾವ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ? ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಜನ್ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಜನ್ ಹೇಗೋ ಹಾಗೆ ರೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಗೆದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? ಫ್ಲೋರಿಡಿಯನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಚ್. That means Floridian starch, it is similar to the amylopectin and glycogen. Okay. And the next one, if we consider, this is about cell wall, this is about the reserve food, and let me consider the next one, pigments. Photosynthetic pigments. Pigments, color, ಬಣ್ಣಗಳು, ವರ್ಣಗಳು. Photosynthetic pigments, that means the pigments which are responsible for photosynthesis or for the preparation of food. Already we know four kinds of pigments: chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophyll and carotenoid. But in chlorophyll we are having three kinds. Sorry, majorly four kinds we are having: chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll C, chlorophyll D. ನಾಲ್ಕು ತರ ಇದಾವೆ. ಕ್ಲೋರೋಫಿಲ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಇವು ಎರಡು ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕ್ಲೋರೋಫೈಸಿ. Chlorophyll A and C, chlorophyll A and C, that is Phaeophyceae. ಕಂದುಶೇದಲ. Chlorophyll A and D, A, B, C, D. Chlorophyll A and D means that is Rhodophyceae. So in a Rhodophyceae, we can see the pigments chlorophyll A, chlorophyll D, then carotenoid and xanthophyll. Right? We are having four kinds of pigments. But thing is, why the color is red here? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೆಂಪು ಕಲರ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ. So the red color, it is not coming from the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll color ಯಾವುದು? Green. But here the red color is present because here on pigment is present majorly. That pigment name is or picoerythrin. What is the pigment name? Or picoerythrin. So here okay, here R stands for that red algae usually. R picoerythrin, this is the pigment. What is its color? Red color. When this pigment is present majorly, then the color of algae will be red. Of course, these pigments are present, but that is the major pigment. ಅದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅದು. ಬ್ರೌನ್ ಆಲ್ಗೆದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಫ್ಯೂಕೋಕ್ಸಾಂಥಿನ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಿಯೋಫೈಸಿಯೆ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವುದು? ಫ್ಯೂಕೋಕ್ಸಾಂಥಿನ್ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಆಲ್ಗೆದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವುದು? ಕ್ಲೋರೋಫಿಲ್ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್. So in the same way, here we are having R picoerythrin major pigment. Its color is red. Right? Next one, if we consider regarding the reproduction. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ reproduction ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. The first one already we know. So the plants, these plants are showing vegetative reproduction. What kind of reproduction? Vegetative reproduction. And this vegetative reproduction occurred by the fragmentation process. By which process? Fragmentation process. By the fragmentation process, we can see the reproduction. Already we know fragmentation ತುಂಡರಿಸುವಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಪೀಸಸ್ ಗಳು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯುವಂತ fragmentation we can see. And next one we are having asexual reproduction. What is the next one? Asexual reproduction. That asexual reproduction, it is occurring by the spores formation. That the formation of what? Spores. But thing is, here we will see the non-motile spores. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ? ನಾನ್-ಮೋಟೈಲ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಬ್ರೌನ್ ಆಲ್ಗೆದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ? ಮೋಟೈಲ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ತರ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು, ಮೋಟೈಲ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನಾನ್-ಮೋಟೈಲ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್. Motile spores are having flagella structure, but here spores are non-motile spores, and those non-motile spores we will call them as aplanospores. Non-motile spores ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Aplanospores. So we are having that kind, right? So that is asexual reproduction type 1 type. And a third one, if we consider sexual reproduction. What is the third one? Sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction formed by the fusion of gametes. Already we know. By the fusion of gametes. Male gamete and female gamete. ಎರಡು ಕೂಡಿದಾಗ sexual reproduction ಆಗುದಂತ. And already we are having three conditions there. Isogamous, anoisogamous, oogamous. Isogamous, anoisogamous, oogamous. But here we will majorly observe oogamous condition. Which condition? Oogamous condition. In the oogamous condition, female gamete is larger. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಅಂಡಾಣು ಏನಿರೋದು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರೋದು. And male gamete is smaller. So this is the male gamete which is smaller. Idu female symbol or the male symbol? Female gamete larger, that means egg is larger. Male gamete, that means sperm is smaller. But thing is, again both the gametes are non-motile. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಎರಡು ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ನಾನ್ ಮೋಟಲ್, ಅದು ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತು ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕೂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾವಂತ, ಕೂಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೊಸ ಅಲ್ಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತವೆ. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕೂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾವಂದ್ರೆ by the water current. Just imagine matter. One side we are having red algae, one side we are having another red algae. This red algae produces sperm, this red algae produces egg. ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ರೆಡಿ ಆಯ್ತು, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಎಗ್ ರೆಡಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ಎರಡು ಅಲ್ಗೆ ವಾಟರ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾವೆ, ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಐತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ವಾಟರ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟರ್ ಹರಿತಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನೀರು ಹರಿತಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ. ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ನೀರು ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ಕಡೆ ನೀರು ಹರಿತಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಆವಾಗ ಆ ವಾಟರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That means male gamete comes towards the female gamete. Male gamete comes towards the female gamete and fuses. And but thing is that here in case of this kind of sexual reproduction, we are having some specific structures. Say for example, we are having two structures, organs. One is antheridia, another one is Carpogonia. What are those two organs? Antheridia and Carpogonia. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಗೆದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಓವರೀಸ್. ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ವೃಷಣ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಿದ್ವಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಮೇ ಬಿ. ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ this is the organ from where the sperm will produce. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೀರ್ಯಾಣು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋ ಒಂದು ಅಂಗ, ಅದು ಭಾಗ ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಸ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಅಂಡಾಣು ರೆಡಿ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ ಇದೆ ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಬಾಡಿದಲ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಇನ್ algae we are having two organs, antheridia and carpogonia. Antheridia produces male gamete. Antheridia ಏನ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದು? Male gamete. And carpogonia produces female gamete. Carpogonia means female reproductive organ, ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಸಂತಾನಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ಭಾಗ ಅದು. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ರೆಡಿ ಆಗೋದು? ಫಿಮೇಲ್ gamete. And here male gamete moves towards the female gamete. ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದು ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಸಂಯೋಗ ಆಗೋದಂತ. Then sexual reproduction occurs. But post fertilization steps are many here. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವೆರಡು ಕೂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ, ಸಂಯೋಗ ಆಗೋದಂತ. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು ನಡೀತಾವೆ. That means post fertilization steps are present here. But ಆ ತರ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೆರಡು ಅಲ್ಗೆದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಂತ ಆ ತರ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? And what kind of examples we can observe in this kind of algae? We can see the examples, some of the examples. Gracilaria, one example, or Gelidium. We can see some of the examples here, Gracilaria and Gelidium, right? So like that we can see some other many examples also. Say for example, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ಗಳಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ಗಳಿದಾವೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ಗಳೇ, ಬಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್, ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್, ಅಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲಿವ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್. ಇದು ಆಲಿವ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಇರೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಲೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ರೆಡ್ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಲೀವ್ಸ್. ಇದು ಲೈಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ತಿಳಿ ಹಸಿರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ರಬ್ ಹಸಿರು. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಫೋಟೋಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಫೋಟೋಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿರ್ಬೇಕು? ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಬಣ್ಣಗಳಿರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬಿಸಿಲನ್ನ ಹೀರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆ ಬಣ್ಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಧಗಳಿದಾವೆ. ಆ ವಿಧಗಳು ಇದ್ದ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಶ್ರೇಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತವೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತವೆ. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕಲರ್. ಇದೇ ರೆಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏರಿತ್ರಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ, ಪೈಕೋ ಏರಿತ್ರಿನ್. ಆ ಪೈಕೋ ಏರಿತ್ರಿನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ರೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ. ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಬಹಳ ರೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತವೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 3 kinds of algae: Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, Rhodophyceae. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವು 3 ಅಲ್ಗೆಗಳನ್ನ ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಲಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತವಂತೆ, 3 ಅಲ್ಗೆಗಳನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಲಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 3 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಲ್ಗೆ. 3 ಅಲ್ಗೆಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಹೋಲಿಕೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಂತೆ. ಎಸ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.